Hello, this is Sean with PoleSmash.com, and today we're reviewing Sybaris hotels in Indianapolis, Indiana. We are at the Paradise Suite at Sybaris. There are two more expensive suites than this, the main difference being a larger pool area, and the top of the line one, I believe, has a slide that enters from the bedroom area, which is elevated into the pool. Like I said, this is the Paradise Suite. We are going to review for you in detail each of the main features, main areas of the suite, so that you are more informed in case you are considering coming to stay at Sybaris or hotels similar to this. We will go through the steam room area, of course the 92-degree heated pool with a waterfall and fire hose jet, a whirlpool area, a bathroom which includes a kitchenette and a bidet, as well as the main bedroom area, of course, with the bed, a fireplace, and a massaging chair. So stay tuned. We're going to give you some valuable information on Sybaris Paradise Suite in Indianapolis, Indiana. At the end, we will let you know how you can visit our website at polesmash.com to vote on polls related to this, as well as have some fun on our site. So stay tuned, and we hope that this video is informative for you. Okay, here's your view walking in. Basically, you have a bed that's pretty much a king-size bed. It seemed a little small for a king-size bed, but it was definitely bigger than a queen. On top of the bed, they give you two robes. The robes are very comfortable, they're very clean, and they do offer them to sell them to you for $75. You also see lighting around the bed that's kind of funky. There's lighting throughout the entire suite that you can change in different ways, from dimming them down to different colors. It's a pretty cool little feature if you're into that stuff. This is a view from the other side of the room. Working from left to right, you see the door coming in. Above at the top there, you see a television. The television is small, but it's certainly sufficient. Below the television is a massaging chair. That's that chair with a towel on it. It is a deep tissue massage chair, so take note of that. It is a deep tissue massage. To the right of that, the way you're looking, you see at the top a picture that's lit up. You can't really see it right now because of the brightness of it, but you can turn the light off or on that picture. And below that you see two chairs and a table. That area is a little crowded, but the chairs are comfortable and it does its job. Finally, you have a fireplace where you can adjust the brightness of the actual fire as well as the warmth. Next is the kitchenette area. It's pretty much fully loaded. It's got your microwave, it's got nice cabinet space, it's got a sink for a wet bar, two champagne glasses that you can use for wine if you want, obviously, a coffee maker, coffee, ice bucket. Below the countertop there is actually a refrigerator that you're not going to see in this video, but it's got nice space, and it's also got a little freezer in there that they have stocked up with ice for you to use. Now, if you rotate to your right, the way we're just looking, you see the vanity area. There's two sinks. Also, you'll notice the red glow. That's the heat lamps, which is a nice feature that adds some warmth to the area. They stock you up on toiletries, toothbrushes, toothpaste, towels that are nice and clean and nicely presented. And you see where that is in relationship to the kitchenette area and also the bathroom. You'll notice in the bathroom that you have two stall looking things. One is your traditional stall, and the other is a bidet. If you've never used a bidet before, or you've never even seen one, this is what a bidet looks like. It's just water shooting out at a nice speed, high velocity. Also in the bathroom you have a stand-up shower. The stand-up shower is nothing to write home about, but it's definitely clean. I will say that they have a note posted in there that says it may take a little while for the water to warm up. We did not experience this. The water worked just fine for us when we used this shower, but it might be something worth noting. But besides that, just a small but very clean shower inside that bathroom. Moving on, we're going to move back out of the bathroom and go into the hot tub area. It's more of a jacuzzi, obviously. It's a two-person jacuzzi. It's very deep. It's probably much more comfortable with just one person in it where you can spread out. But it's certainly a very large jacuzzi, and it works well. And looking straight ahead, you can see that plexiglass. That's the steam room area we'll get to in a minute. Onto the pool area. You see the backdrop. There is a picture of a tropical scene, a sunset. You can adjust the lighting on that sunset like you can lighting all over the place. You see they've got two comfortable chairs there with a table for you to relax, eat, have something to drink, whatever. Off to the right, you may notice it's a small black box next to the plant. That's a dehumidifier. The dehumidifier is definitely needed because it is definitely warm and balmy and humid in this room. The pool itself is 15 feet long, I believe. You can see the movement in the water here. There is a very, very strong jet that comes out of there. There's also a couple jets around the edge that are very warm, but not very strong. And there's also a little waterfall that you're not going to be able to see. It is on, but you can't really see it. There's a waterfall that comes out of a plant on the ceiling. But that waterfall is more of just some drips. We'll get more into the pool area when we actually get into some of my opinions. The final little featured area here is the steam room area. You can see the lights at the top. You can adjust those lights. Also next to those lights you see 4 spigots coming out. You can actually turn water on to come out of those, which is kind of nice to knock down steam if you want to do that. You also see the shower head. That shower head you can actually pull off of the wall, and you can turn on actually cold water, you can turn it hot, whatever you want. It's really nice to have that cold water feature in a steam room. Besides that, it's a very important note for this. The steam room is very, very clean, and it's very large. So it's a very good feature to this. Finally, we're just going to do a quick little panoramic here. That's the steam room. Again, in the pink area, that's the jacuzzi tub. Now you notice coming into the picture at the very top on the beautifully wooded wall, which you have across the entire pool area. But you'll notice that speaker. It's kind of nice. It's going to follow the picture here in a minute, but above the fireplace is actually a receiver that you can plug your iPhone or iPod or iPad, whatever, into, or put on the radio and play music through the entire suite. And it does have good sound to it. And then again, there's your bedroom area looking through the glass area of the pool. So the pool itself, like I said, it's about 15 feet. Excuse me. I know you can get larger pools in the more expensive suite areas, but I don't find that necessary. This pool I thought was plenty big enough. It was definitely small, but not huge. It was 92 degrees, very warm. It was the perfect temperature. Also, one big feature of this pool, like I mentioned earlier, was this jet that came out of it. The jet, if you notice that black spot at the back, well, I call it a fire hose jet because it was like a fire hose. I don't know how many pounds per square inch that thing pushes water out, but it was a lot. If you stand right next to it, it would rip your skin off if it was turned on. But as you go near it, it will push you and give you resistance, and you can almost not fight through it because it's very strong. What is really nice about that is you can actually stand a few feet away from it, 3, 4, 5 feet away from it, and just kind of lean back against it. And without effort, you're just sitting kind of in the pool, like floating, kind of like floating in air or floating in the water. And it massages your back while you're doing that, and it is a really cool little experience. Also, the jet will just push you around the pool if you let it. So if you have the jets on, it's really neat. But let me tell you, it is very, very strong. But it's I think, a very cool feature. And the other thing is obviously it's a waterfall that comes out of the top of the pool. My one complaint was that 2 times I tried to use the waterfall, it didn't even turn on, and I couldn't get it to turn on. The rest of the times it did, and it was a cool little feature. It was actually cold water that comes out of the top, which was refreshing because of all the heat in the pool in the steam room area. Speaking of the steam room, here it is. Steam rooms, I'm a huge, huge fan of steam rooms. This steam room was awesome. It was large, and the steam worked really well. It was good hot steam, and it came out. And that room was very clean. So you had the two chairs there. They're very big, comfortable chairs. What I thought was really awesome was the water head or the shower head that you could pull off of the wall and turn some cool water on. This is a great feature for the hot tub. What's even cooler about it, I think, was that you can actually adjust the temperature of the water that came out of that. So you just didn't have to have freezing water. You can adjust it to lukewarm or whatever, made it a little bit more comfortable for you. But overall, it was a very clean steam room. It worked great, and I love the fact that you can cool yourself down while staying in the steam room with a shower head. Next is the bedroom area, and I would say this is the first place I'm going to take some points off. And I'm going to take some points off of the actual bed. The bed itself was really, really soft. I was kind of expecting a firmer mattress. My wife and I prefer firmer mattresses, so maybe this is just more of a preference thing on my part. If you really like soft mattresses, and I mean really soft mattresses that give, this is the perfect bed for you. But my wife and I, again, were used to firmer mattresses, and it just wasn't as comfortable as we're used to, I think, or as comfortable as I kind of expected for a suite of this caliber. Again, maybe it's just a personal preference thing. And it didn't really take away from the stay at all. It just was one little feature of the place where I think I would ding some points, take some points away from the overall value of this place. Besides that, the bedroom was probably larger than it appears in this picture and other pictures I've seen in reviews of this place, or tours of this place. The fireplace was okay. It was just a generic little electric fireplace that probably would be nice to have a gas one in a place of this. Again, that you're paying this much for a suite. Overall, it was nice. It worked. The coolest thing about the bedroom, though, was definitely this chair. The massaging chair, like I said, it is a deep tissue massage. It will work out every kink if you let it in your body, in your back, I should say. But it is very, very, very strong. So don't think you're getting a gentle massage from this chair. But it works, and I used it more than I thought I would. So this was a great feature, and if I ever get a lot of money, I'm going to buy myself one of these. Here's the shower. Nothing wrong with the shower. It was very clean. It worked. It was small, but it was definitely nothing to write home about. I would take off just a few very, very small points here just because it was nothing glamorous. And when you pay this kind of money for a suite, I think that you would expect something a lot nicer than just a simple shower. But it worked. There's your bidet. Okay, moving on. All right, moving on to the hot tub area. It was great. I have a jacuzzi tub at home, so I really didn't use this very much. But again, it was large. You could sit deep in it, and the jets worked great. So there's no complaints about it. Again, I didn't really use it all that much, so it wasn't the biggest deal to me. But if you're into jacuzzi tubs, this is nice. Overall, I have to say that Sybaris Indianapolis gets 9 out of 10 smashes, and I'm a picky individual. Long story short, if you show up to Sybaris, I should say if you leave Sybaris stressed out, then you need to seek professional help and to get on some sort of medication, because this whole place, this whole experience should relax you. It's worth every penny for that. Again, I'm Sean from polesmash.com. If you look at the links below in the comment section or above the comment section, you will see links to different polls that we have related to Sybaris. Click on that and go ahead and vote. There's some for people who have been there. There's some for people who are thinking about going. So go vote on those polls and explore our website. There is much more to come at polesmash.com. We're excited. Subscribe to our emails and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And thank you for listening.